Every post is a signal. Give it fuel. BoostX, the social value layer.
Let's go. Good morning, my friends. It's your old pal PeaceLoveMusic with another episode of the Let's Go Good Morning Show, brought to you live by Deorganized Media in partnership with our amazing friends at Bitcoin Live Decentralized Broadcasting. It is Tuesday morning, the 16th of September, 2025. It's actually going to be an epic day in history because what's happening today, amongst many things, is that the sBTC cap to bridge Bitcoin into stacks and engage in a robust DeFi ecosystem that is Bitcoin centric on the Stacks network is being lifted. So right now there was a limit on the number of stacks, the number of Bitcoin that you could bridge into stacks, and that is being raised. You know, the last two times it's been raised, it actually it filled within, the first time it filled within I think less than 2 days. The second time it was about 12 hours or 14 hours or something. The third time they raised the cap, it filled in 3 hours. It was less than 4 hours. They were reporting it as 4 hours, but it wasn't 4 hours because I was trying to bridge in more after I did actually get some in the first two. First, all three actually, I bridged a little bit in, but the third one, I went to put in a little bit more, and it was already filled within 3 hours. I don't anticipate that kind of excitement. Actually, because the cap is open, there's not going to be as much urgency to get stacks in, get your Bitcoin into stacks before the cap gets met, because there is no cap. But what this means is that the ecosystem is ready for significantly more Bitcoin to be put into the ecosystem, and we're excited about that. We're very excited about that. Guys, share out the live stream. If you like what we're doing, say hi in the live chat, comment under the stream in the posts, and share it out. It really, really helps us grow. If you like what we're doing, we're out here with the news and the information, supporting the ecosystem every day, and we really appreciate your support as well. So share out the live stream. That is something you can absolutely do to help us out. Another thing I just wanted to touch on, I heard someone say recently regarding the suggestion that I gotta turn my music down and turn it up. Regarding the suggestion that transparency builds trust. It's been said that actually not always. Somebody suggested not always, and I guess that could be true, but only if being transparent proves you're not trustworthy. So transparency earns trust, because if you can be transparent about what you're doing, you show to be trustworthy. And if you can't be transparent about what you're doing, maybe it's best to not be transparent to build trust. Just how it is. Friendly reminder, this is a news show providing news and information, some education, some entertainment, hopefully. Never financial advice. Always do your own research. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. And don't trust people that are telling you to get into something without actually helping you understand what you're getting into, and making sure that you're making your own decisions without undue influence beyond actually having accurate information. That being said, the numbers this morning, we're going to take a look at CoinMarketCap. Remember to share my screen. Bitcoin coming in at 115,446 is up 0.5% over the last 24 hours. Ethereum down a little bit at 4,500. It's a little interesting juxtaposition. I'll explain why in a little bit. That Bitcoin's up and Ethereum's down just slightly. And these are minuscule moves as compared to how the market can go. Stacks coming in at 65.94 cents and holding on to the number 74th spot on CoinMarketCap as ranked by market cap, total market cap. Fear and Greed Index slides down to 50 into that neutral range, and the top 3 token gainers over the last 24 hours are Immutables IMX. I think I have some of that somewhere. I can't remember where. Not a significant amount, but I was trying to play on it one time, and then I realized it was like stupid amount of fees in Ethereum at the time to try to play with it, so it just didn't work. But I wonder how they're doing. Monero and Avalanche rounding out the top 3 gainers on CoinMarketCap today. Let's take a look at STX Tools. STX Tools is the place to go if you're interested in learning more about and doing your research on tokens in the Stacks ecosystem. The top gainers actually come on a crawl across the screen. You can see Arcadico making a little bit of a move, Miami token, Meme, George's Meme, Leo's been on fire lately over the last several months. Alex is actually making a little bit of a comeback. STX. And they got tons of tools over here, guys. You can you get your dashboard, you get your tokens, you can check out pools information, NFTs, some data from Lunar Crush. You got an analytics dashboard. You can do all sorts of stuff in here. It's really cool. So check out stxtools.io is the place to go if you're interested in learning about the Stacks network. When you stack your stacks, by the way, you earn native Bitcoin rewards. Stacks has fast, low-fee transactions, proof of transfer security tying it to the Bitcoin blockchain, leveraging Bitcoin security and immutability, and native Bitcoin rewards plus sBTC, which is now being uncapped. Future looks bright in Stacks, fam. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me get to the news thread. I got to do something different. See, I keep telling ChatGPT. I'm going to show you guys. So I got my news thread. Part of the reason why I put these posts on here, I've been doing the thread actually with all of the news items, is so that it would actually populate with the image card that I can use to make the visual when I'm doing the news a little bit better. And I'm doing that to try to benefit, the viewer, to make it a nicer presentation. And then I use ChatGPT. We do the stories. I get a longer summary. So to do the report, we coordinate. It takes a lot of effort to put this in. And then it gives me just a little bit too long of a summary, which I'm not even reading from. I got to shorten this. So just the challenges and tribulations of being a news producer, which is one of the things we're doing with the Organized. But I'm going to do this in a different way. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to share the tab for the story while I go along, and I'll keep changing them. So, the first story though, hold on. On September 16th, Bitcoin L2 Labs announced the full uncapping of sBTC on the Stacks blockchain, removing limits on inflows and outflows with lowering the minimum deposit threshold to 0.001 BTC. That's a tenth of what the minimum was. This milestone transitions sBTC from a phased rollout into open, unrestricted Bitcoin liquidity programmable on Stacks. The change unlocks several new opportunities, listings, and earn programs for exchanges, easier on-ramps for new users, institutional allocations, and innovative DeFi products. With over $545 million in total value locked and 7,400 plus holders, uncapping sBTC marks a new era for Bitcoin utility on Stacks. 7,400 holders of sBTC already, and soon to be many more, I would imagine, with that lower limit deposit threshold in play. That's going to open up a lot more opportunity for people that don't have 0.01 Bitcoin to throw in just yet into new stuff. We know this is new stuff, guys. It's relatively new. It's very safe as far as I've experienced. Always do your own research, but I have been on the Stacks ecosystem for a while, and I do feel like this stuff is, but I also understand that the market needs to know. The market needs time to get comfortable with these things. So no one's throwing every bit of Bitcoin that they own into a network yet, like this. So just over time, this is going to be a huge thing, and super happy to be here to experience it. U.S. proposal known as the Bitcoin Reserve Bill is gaining traction in Washington, championed by Senator Cynthia Lummis. The bill calls for the federal government to acquire up to 1 million BTC over 5 years to create a strategic reserve. Supporters like Michael Saylor and Marathon CEO Fred Thiel argue this would strengthen the U.S. financial position and hedge against inflation, while critics cite volatility, budgetary impact, and national security concerns. If passed, the bill would mark a historic shift, formally embedding Bitcoin on U.S. fiscal strategy. And we've got crypto industry groups are challenging the Bank of England's controversial proposal to cap stablecoin holdings for individuals and businesses. The draft would limit individuals to 10,000 to 20,000 pounds and cap businesses at 10 million in systemic stablecoins, citing financial stability risks. Critics argue these restrictions are arbitrary. That's accurate, in my opinion. Costly to enforce. That also is reasonable, and risk driving innovation offshore. That's absolutely true, particularly as US and EU jurisdictions take a more permissive stance. The debate underscores the global regulatory balancing act between user access, banking system stability, and competitive positioning in the stablecoin economy. This is an interesting one. Prediction platform Polymarket is a little bit of an extra alliteration there, is expanding into company earnings, launching markets where participants can forecast quarterly results of publicly traded firms. This move brings traditional financial events into decentralized prediction markets, creating a new form of collective sentiment indicator. Traders can place positions on whether companies will beat or miss analyst estimates, offering real-time insights into expectations before official results are released. The addition of earnings markets bridges the gap between traditional finance and crypto-native tools, reflecting a trend of Web3 platforms targeting mainstream market data and speculation. Interesting. Very interesting. Definitely a growing market for prediction markets. Gemini and the SEC agreed to settle Gemini Earn lawsuit. Gemini has reached a settlement with the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission over its Earn program, ending a long-standing legal battle that has cast a shadow over the exchange. While sentiment details remain under wraps, the resolution closes a chapter of heightened regulatory scrutiny tied to Gemini's partnership with Genesis and the collapse of the Earn product. I actually did get burned a little bit in that. I got out before I got burned bigger than I could have. I had some exposure there. I got lucky. A small percentage of my funds that I had in there got locked, and I don't think I've ever actually gotten compensated for it. I think it's still in there and not released, and I can see it changes every so often. I don't even use the platform anymore, unfortunately. I used to use both Gemini and Coinbase, but I got hurt in that. And so I've kind of let them go, but I always love multiple partners, actors in the space, multiple options in the marketplace for consumers. But for Gemini, the move is a step toward rebuilding regulatory trust and focusing on future growth initiatives, including custody services, derivatives, and international expansion. The case highlights ongoing tensions between regulators and crypto lending platforms. Solana DeFi via Radium and Jupiter. This is an interesting one too. This is a very interesting one, just to kind of, I think you guys should keep an eye on it. Solana DeFi ecosystem continues to expand. Powered by the liquidity and infrastructure provided by Radium and Jupiter, Radium functions as an automated market maker and liquidity provider, while Jupiter aggregates swaps across Solana's platforms to ensure best execution. Together, they are fueling user growth, improving composability, and helping Solana cement its position as a top DeFi chain. Analysts highlight that this synergy is drawing new users into the ecosystem, with Solana's speed and cost advantages becoming more pronounced as adoption scales across DeFi protocols and retail use cases. It's very interesting. They are both established platforms. They do seem to be some of the de facto platforms for a reason. And honestly, some of the design we are seeing throughout the Stacks ecosystem already kind of developed and in place too. So if Solana's DeFi ecosystem is to be reckoned with, Stacks with Bitcoin Finality doing kind of the same thing, and also has low cost transactions and high speed transactions. You might want to take a look at Stacks as a hedge against Solana if you're in Solana. UBS eyes move to avoid regulation. This is huge, actually. Swiss banking giant UBS is reportedly considering shifting parts of its business to the United States in response to tough Swiss capital requirements imposed after its acquisition of Credit Suisse. The new rules could significantly raise core capital obligations, prompting UBS executives to explore U.S. options as a way to maintain competitiveness. While leaders emphasize their preference to remain headquartered in Switzerland, the exploration of relocating highlights how global banks are weighing regulatory arbitrage in a fragmented policy landscape. Such a move could have ripple effects on European finance and cross-border regulatory cooperation. Very, very interesting indeed. Let me just share this back to this again. StackingDAO rates today. You can get yield in STX on your STX tokens at StackingDAO at 8.79% today. You can get your yield in sBTC with your STX BTC liquid asset at 8.53%, and native yield always available at StackingDAO with yields in BTC every 2 weeks at 9.25% today. Here's your conversion rate for STX to STX, where your starting point is. Like my post. We talked about these articles. Bitflow is the top DEX on Stacks because it is a DEX aggregator, and they allow you to swap everything with the best prices from Arcadico, Alex, and Valar. Check them out. Talk about UBS. The ETF flows On September 15th, Bitcoin spot ETFs experienced a net inflow of $260 million. Ethereum spot ETFs saw a net inflow of $360 million. That's why I actually thought it was a little strange that Ethereum actually had more inflows, but Bitcoin's actually seeing a slight price increase while Ethereum's actually seeing a slight price decline over that same period. So it's not all of any one data. Guys, again, we mentioned stxtools.io. Go check them out. There's lots of token information on there. Huge shout out to Kowalin Kai Builder, you guys know as the founder of STX City, and he has won the latest Stacks Builder competition on Dora Hacks. He's getting a $3,000 prize paid in stacks for building a seamless Bitcoin payment experience with sBTC on Stacks. Shout out, Kowalin. In our calendar for today, we have the Whatever Morning Space. As always, great vibe, great time. I end up missing a lot of it because I have to get the show ready for you guys and launch the show, and that's going on when we're launching. But it's a great time. It's a great vibe. The community is always there hanging out. So join in. It's just a vibe. Anyone can come up and chat. There's no pretense or agenda. It's just getting your day started with some positivity and some good people in our ecosystem. Every Monday through Friday at 8 a.m., you get to hear Binta's smiley voice coming at you. Nothing better than that. 8:30 a.m. we do this show every Monday through Friday. I bring you the news and the information, and pretty soon I'll bring on the homies. I've been talking a long time. We're carrying it for a half an hour into the news segment. I'm gonna try. Maybe I'll cut down the stories to 5. I've been doing 7. 9:30, the Game Master will be here for Find to Earn rounds. At least I believe he is. He said he might be delayed, so he might be a little bit late to the show. Oh, actually, I'm hearing he will be here on time. He will be here on time. So we will have Find to Earn rounds at 9:30 a.m. with the Game Master. At 11 a.m., I missed it. Actually, at 10 a.m., 10 or 10:30 a.m. is the Stacks DeFi. There's a seminar going on. It's episode 3 of that. So tune into that at 3 o'clock. That'll be a live stream on X. The last 2 episodes were excellent. Lots of great content there. At 11 a.m., StackingDAO screen share happening in the StackingDAO Discord. At noon, we have the D-Grants Blue Sky Space for the Blue Sky track. If you have any questions about D-Grants at all, come out to the space. There's spaces every day. Melanie's got her creator space on Mondays. We got the Blue Sky track on Tuesdays. Wednesday is the all-team space on Wednesday mornings. Thursday, Hattie has the social fi and community space. And Friday, Benai and Big Mac will have the DeFi and tooling space. There are D-Grant spaces every day for the next several weeks. There's no excuse for you guys to not come out. We are an open society. We are an open community. We want everyone to participate. Come out and chat with us. That's at noon today. Is the next space available, and there's spaces every day. So come out and chat with us if you're interested in learning about building on Stacks. At 3 p.m. is Art on Stacks with Reith, GP, and 300. And at 5:30 p.m. today, all things crypto with Dave, Cool, Nat, Cryptolandy, and the gang. Check them out. That's a space on X. Always a great time with those guys. And let me actually just really quick say a quick word about our amazing marketing partners. We are very blessed to have some amazing DeFi, Bitcoin-oriented DeFi protocols in Stacks. StackingDAO is the leading liquid staking platform for the Stacks network. StackingDAO is changing the game by letting users earn up to 10% APY on their STX while keeping their assets liquid. Unlike traditional staking, their unique design means no minimums, and users start earning rewards immediately, so there are zero switching costs when moving from other stacking pools. Plus, you've got options. You can choose to get your rewards in STX or sBTC, whatever fits your strategy. You want to start earning yields today? Head over to stackingdao.com and jump in. StackingDAO is where liquidity meets opportunity. And bitflow is the top DEX on Stacks, letting you trade native BTC, STX, sBTC, USDC, runes, and more all in one place by aggregating the best prices on Alex, Arcadico, and Valar. Recently, Bitflow rolled out flex pools, launching with STX to support liquid staking assets, offering flexible deposits, smarter rewards, and deeper liquidity over at bitflow.finance. And let me bring on the homies. What's up,
Good.
GP?
Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday or Tuesday, not Wednesday. Tuesday. What's up, guys?
Happy Tuesday. What's up, Hana? How you doing today, brother?
GM. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, it's good to be here chilling with the CEOs.
Yeah, hell yeah. What are you guys most excited about today?
I mean, we've got rate cuts and sBTC cap getting lifted, right? Are rate cuts today or tomorrow? I mean, it's
Rate cuts are likely tomorrow.
we got bullish news, bullish catalyst in the market this week, and I'm seeing cries for alt season all across the timeline. Everybody's putting on their war paint, and it sounds like it's about ready for alt season.
Yeah, it definitely feels a little bit different than it has in the past. I don't think we're quite there yet. There's definitely a lot of but like it's coming. I don't think that there's not going to be one, but I do think that we have just a little bit more. I think you need to get Bitcoin into that euphoria run before we really get into that. That alt season push.
So you should another leg up for Bitcoin before alt season.
Yeah, I think so.
Gold hit a new all-time high yesterday. It looks like gold kind of went on its own little run. Bitcoin, I saw a chart where it kind of shows how gold takes off and then Bitcoin follows and vice versa. Right now, we're just still chopping around the 115 in between 115 and $120,000. But the next leg up could be up to $187,000 is kind of taking a look if you're comparing and contrasting with that chart. That's where it would be if we were to take off with gold. So we shall see, right?
Yeah.
I think I do think that we have I hope Bitcoin has a leg up too. So, maybe my prediction has some hopium in it. I hope we're not done. I really hope we're not done. But I don't think we are.
Yeah.
I think that there's going to be the rate cuts are going to be. What do you think most of the non-Bitcoin, non-crypto native crowd is going to run into as an investment? What do you think that people are most interested in accumulating and just haven't had the conviction yet to do?
I think it starts with Bitcoin, honestly.
That's what I think too. So as people if they cut rates and there starts to be a frenzy of buying and we go back heavier into risk on, that's going to be the first one. And then as it goes to a certain point, the people that have been here especially, or the people that got in early on this run, are going to start taking profits. It's going to go up to a point where people are incentivized to sell. And then a percentage of that selling will run into the other blue chips first, and then alts, hopefully, for a lot of people holding back, moon bags. I hope they make their moon bags. I'm not sure that there's going to be the same kind of alt season as we've had, personally.
So everything now depends on Bitcoin. If it goes up, everything goes up, right?
Yes, I agree. That is I would agree with that from my humble non-financial advisor opinion to another. But I do think we're all kind of well educated on how this tends to go, right? So we're not professionals. We're not offering professional advice, but we definitely do dwell in this realm. We have some experience here, and so we're making some educated guesses on how things might go. But I do think that for us to have a very meaningful alt season, we need Bitcoin to have another significant run up, like big percentage run up. Like I'd like to see Bitcoin. I would expect Bitcoin to have like another 30+% run on another bull run. That doesn't mean it's going to in the short term, but probably like my expectation is between now and October. We could be done. Who knows? This could be the end. They could come out tomorrow, by the way. They could come out tomorrow and cut our balls off and not raise rates. They could do that. You never know when someone's going to come on and try to cut your balls off. It happens when you least expect it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? GP. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, it's not fun. Do you think the rate cuts priced in? If we do have one, what would happen if they don't cut rates?
Well, rate cuts is definitely partly priced in, right? It's got to be partly priced in because a huge percentage. I don't know what the number is, but people are expecting a rate cut significantly. I don't think that it's all priced in, but if they don't cut rates, I think that'll have a hugely negative impact on the market.
Yeah, I just read. What do you think, Hunter? Ready for big green candles? Hunter,
he might have froze.
I might have got froze. Freeze tag.
Frozen out. It's the government.
It's the government, man. They don't like us talking about Bitcoin.
They don't want to let 300 speak.
Trying to mess with the
I don't know if you can hear us. Can you hear us?
Dude.
I lagged for a bit. I was closing out the browser tabs, so yeah, I was delayed for a second there when I was trying to chime in.
No, I was just saying. I think it's the government trying to stop you from speaking.
Yeah. Elon is trying to stop me from speaking in my mind. Yeah, and also, I'm really optimistic about stacks. Hopefully, with the cap off, things are going to start moving, and liquid hope is going to come to stacks. And also, hopefully, Michael Saylor is going to put something in the StackingDAO or Zast. I think it'll be a good thing for us.
Yeah, dude, Michael Saylor started talking a little bit about decentralized borrowing and lending. He did follow Tycho, so maybe that's not so far-fetched to think that want to put some Bitcoin to work, and earn some rewards, get some exposure to stacks. Ooh, that sounds nice. So
it'll be a good day for us in the stacks ecosystem.
I think so. The more bigger, more well-known names start to talk about, earning, put your Bitcoin to work, that type of stuff, the better. So yesterday I saw that Stacks has another partnership with somebody else. So I've seen a couple big.
I saw that yesterday and I totally forgot. Rick made an announcement yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah, so Stacks has a major role in Tiger Research Report, BTC special. Appreciation goes out to the team at Tiger Research, the leading Web3 market research and consulting firm specializing in the Asian market. So Stacks is bringing BTC to the global financial markets. Really cool. I love to see that more and more partnerships are being made. That's another 11K people that know about Stacks and how you can bring your Bitcoin to Stacks and make it programmable and make it work for you. So it's gonna be exciting to see what happens with Stacks once this cap is raised for sBTC and the Bitcoins are free to flow.
Who's going to introduce Stacks to Eric Trump because he's bullish on Bitcoin? Yeah, I think if we have people like him and Stacks ecosystem using DeFi in the Stacks ecosystem. I think it'll be cool.
Yeah. Who's gonna introduce him? I don't know. Actually, I would probably. There's a number of people in the ecosystem I could see him talking to and being productive, but I think Alex Miller might be the guy I'd want having that conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be real good at shooting a breeze with them, right? Like, hey, what's up?
Oh yeah, you know what? What am I saying? Send GP, man. Send GP.
Yeah, send GP. So Alex Miller is here like the acting CMO, because I'm seeing the spaces shilling Stacks.
Interim.
He's kind of doing that job to some degree, but that's not his actual role. He's the CEO of Hero Systems. That's actually his main role, and he's also currently the interim CEO of the newly formed Stacks Labs entity that's going to be the operational entity for the endowment and the Treasury Committee and a lot of the stuff that's going to come out of that moving forward. But you're right. He's also been doing a lot of spaces. Like he was on the Ordinals. Was that just yesterday? He was on the Ordinal space yesterday.
Yeah.
Like absolutely killing it. Explaining sBTC. He had those guys very interested. That was actually might have been one of the most. That might have been more bullish than the cap raise, to be honest with you. The interest that those guys had.
Yeah.
And what he was saying. You know, he was the conversation, at least for where I joined in and listened. So very interesting.
It was the one with Leonidas, Exvis, and the other Ordinal guys, right? I think I saw Benign.
Yeah, it was a lot of the Pizza Ninja guys. You know, the Ordinal space, but yeah, T.O., Leonidas, who the hell else? You know, all those guys, the Wizards guy, like all the Ordinals guys. It was the Ordinal space, so. But they were definitely very.
It's cool to see them getting involved, like Trevor, Leonidas, all of them, talking about sBTC, getting in the conversation, right? You know, a lot of those Ordinals guys, you know, got their start in Stacks, right? You know, they got a lot of from the Stacks ecosystem.
The pizza, a lot of the Pizza Ninja guys, you know, X first started in Stacks. You know, so there's a lot of Stacks connection to the Ordinal, the guys that developed the Ordinals protocol, meta protocol.
So Stacks is the roots of O. So people started over here, and now they're branching out to other ecosystem and also Ordinals.
Stacks branches out. It really does. You know, and we even can see that in the sBTC adoption. We got it going on to Solana and Sui and Aptos and probably many others through Wormhole over time. You know, you got Xverse has integration with Starknet through Bitcoin now, and like there's just all sorts of things. That's what the beauty of a decentralized space is. You're not going to have a magnificent 7 in crypto ever. You're going to have top tier assets and platforms, but they're not going to dominate and make it impossible for other players to participate. It's a much more open system in crypto, in decentralized crypto. You know, that's really the fundamental part of it is if we can keep it decentralized, there will always be options in the marketplace. Even when, you know, I look at social media, right? And thank God Elon did what he did. He's not perfect. I don't think X is a perfect platform. But if we didn't have X and we were forced to just kind of use the other more controlled platforms like Facebook and Google's suite of assets, that we now know we're absolutely allowing the federal government to censor people through them without cause, you know, without any due process or anything. It's really very Orwellian. You know, we relied on X to actually open up. If X didn't open up, who knows what might have happened? How much even worse things might be than they are right now. But we're still very limited. If you don't actually, if X doesn't treat you fairly, and there are definitely some people that I feel, my personal opinion, have been unfairly treated by X, and sometimes it's very hard to overcome. And if it's the only open outlet and you're unfairly treated and you're censored, then you have no option in a centralized marketplace. And we have a very centralized marketplace. Crypto and Bitcoin offer options there. That's why we talk about Solana and Ethereum and Avalanche and even sometimes XRP. There are options in the marketplace. It's a decentralized paradigm, and it's that way for a reason. That's the whole beauty of Bitcoin, is that it's peer to peer, which is the opposite of centralization. You do not have to go through a third party. You do not have to get authorization. You do not need to get permission to engage with consensually between two parties. And that's the bottom line. Right now, we don't have that ingrained into our society. It's you need permission to engage. You have to use somebody else's platform to do so. And so having these options in the marketplace, and like you said, Stacks kind of creates an option where there's some stuff here, but you don't have to do everything here to be a part of what's going on here. And you can actually participate here and here and here. But maybe you only want to participate here and not here and here. Well, you can do that. You actually don't have to participate here to participate here. It's just a more egalitarian way to design development of platforms and protocols like this. So huge shout out to Stacks and the general ethos behind Bitcoin, and those guys that have been building out ordinals and the meta protocols and different functionality. We got BRC 2.0 coming on. I think IceArc's going to come on again and talk about some stuff on Thursday morning.
I can't wait.
Stuff from Slot, Benari's project, like cool stuff coming out with BRC 2.0. And these guys are building for They're shipping, but they're also building with an ethic behind it for a purpose beyond just trying to capture market share and revenue.
Yeah.
We have the
I heard him talk about.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, 3.
Oh yeah. I was talking about ICE. I heard him talk about working on something for the Bitcoin monkeys.
Yeah.
I think he's really working on such amazing work.
That's actually a really cool project. I'm interested. I might be talking to him a little bit later on this afternoon. But I'm more sure that he's going to be on the show on Thursday than I am. I'm going to get a call with him, because for whatever reason, he and I end up we try to get calls and we're just kind of locked up with each other. We don't have
oh, dude, that is so relatable, man. I want to jump on calls with everybody and have these calls. It just seems like me and Wolf did that this weekend, right? Like I was like, hey Wolf, let's jump on a call, man. And he was like, yeah, dude, let's do it. And then he ended up having to do something. And then whenever he was available, I had to do something. So it's the most relatable thing. Such a busy space, but it's a good one. I'll tell you that much.
Talking about Wolf, did the Bitcoin whales mint out?
I bet I wasn't expecting it to mint out, but let me actually let's take a look at where they're at.
I mean, it's made some momentum, probably about 30%, closer to 30% minted out, maybe.
That's pretty good. It's only been up not even in 24 hours.
Yeah, dude. There's only this. I mean, super limited too. There's only 300, so
there's only 300. So be right. But yeah.
And also considering the price, 30 stacks.
Right, 30 STX. Yeah, but you're right. It's about 20%, I think. Just about 20% minted out already, which is still pretty good for the first day.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a giveaway for one tomorrow. So for the
sweet,
doing a giveaway support that. I also secured some Welsh punks too. So
I heard there was a deal on Welsh punks.
there was a deal on Welsh punks, and I was like, oh, look at these.
Wait, what?
So there was a big holder that was flooring them, and I was paying attention. I'm always scanning gamma, and I saw, and I swept. So now I've got like a bunch of Welsh Punk NFTs that I'd like to help distribute and do some giveaways with, make some collabs.
What is the flow now? I think I need to jump on
like
there.
F3 STX. I mean, everything is like super undervalued right now. So grabbed a bunch of those, and I can't wait to get some cool different bounties and collabs going with that. Best way, if you want to Welsh Punk, jump into the Zest Discord. Probably where you're gonna catch me doing most of the giveaways is within StackingDAO and Zest and stuff. But yeah, pay attention on the timeline. I'm gonna have some fun and celebrate the Spaghetti Punk NFT ecosystem. Wolf and his team have created tools that are very, very useful for this ecosystem. They have their own referral program, 5 STX for getting somebody to mint a Bitcoin well with your link as well. So I mean, it's big shout out to Wolf, man. A huge what he's doing, dude.
OG in the space.
Yeah.
Such a great dude. These are my two. This is what I minted yesterday.
Fly as a bird. I like the one with the glasses. These guys look like they are up to some devious shit right now. What are they getting in?
I think they will look good on animations. Their art style is really good and it's been consistent. I remember back in the days I was running an account called NFTs on Stacks. I think back in the days I used to help push these guys when they started off with the Bitcoin goats, right? I think goats come in the middle.
I don't know.
No, it was I cannot remember now, but they did the bulls. Yeah. The bulls,
bears,
the bulls,
whale,
bears,
goats.
Well, yeah.
I think there was one other one too.
The market.
Yeah, there's the first one. I can't remember what was that. And I used to talk with the guys back in the DMs whilst I was running that account, helping them shield, push. I think it's 2021, I remember. But yeah, they've been consistent and they've been building in this ecosystem for a while. So mad respect to them.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. He's one of the first people I talked to whenever I got in this ecosystem, and I was looking for people to kind of help guide me in the world of NFT and IP creation, and he's one of the ones that was like, hey, stick with it, keep going. And
the first promo I ever did, I minted some Bitcoin bears when it first launched. And I was in GP's GPSC Discord, and he was getting ready for his V2 mint. And I was like, all right, I'm going to do a giveaway. I just gave it away. I didn't ask. There was no, there was nothing. I didn't get anything specific. I wasn't asking for it. I shouldn't say I didn't get anything out of it, but I wasn't asking for anything out of it. I was just trying to support the brother. And I didn't know anything about doing a promo on X. I didn't know anything about how it worked. I also had literally right after you started talking about it, and then I got my account banned. Speaking of centralization, my account's only a couple years old because I had to create a new account because I got banned because of my undying love for the Node Rocks at the time. I was killing the Node Rocks too hard, I guess. I don't know exactly.
Why was it banned?
January of 24.
Yeah.
I say, why was it
I don't
banned?
even know. They wouldn't tell me.
Elon.
Dude, you were going hard.
One of the things I was adding Elon on some of my trying to get Node Rocks attention. I was actually making posts and adding Elon, tagging Elon. So that might have been it. I don't know. I don't think I did it egregiously. Like I only did it like 2 times, but I did it 2 times. So maybe that was it. I don't really know. But it's they wouldn't give it back. They still won't give it back. can't. It's just my name too. You know, like I'm always like I've been doxxed forever. So I don't have my own personal name at Stephen Perino. That was me. But I was like I had a rare Bitcoin bear, and I made a post, and we got a little bit of intention in it to launch the Gigapepe V2 launch. I feel like I could probably do a little bit better job now promoting.
We were experimenting, bro.
We were brand new, right? That might have actually been technically the official start of Deorganized Media.
Right? Yeah,
it was the start of PeaceLoveMusic on X.
Yeah, and like kind of came into the ecosystem around the same time, and linked up. Dude, yeah, you helped me tremendously whenever I first got started. You linked me up with Jack, and then that's same with Three. Three was there since the beginning too, man.
I met Fiona in the Node Rocks. I met you in the Node Rocks. A lot of good came out of that project. I think it's a cool art. It's a cool project. If you guys are interested in maybe undervalued ordinal, check out the Node Rocks for sure. But the value of that really was the community, and we knew it from the beginning, right? We knew it from the beginning. That's what it was all about. Was the community is the utility is what the tagline Jack was promoting.
Yeah,
that's how we got to know each other, was through that project from Jack. Jack brought me into Node Rocks. I think he brought all of us into Node Rocks.
Yeah. I was at a point where I didn't know where to go, the community to join in. I was stuck because I was in the ecosystem for a while, and then Jack introduced me to Node Rocks. That's when I meet also was doing his art, and yeah, that's how people met in the Node Rocks. So it is such a good community, and I see that people in there, they're really good people, and they help each other as a community.
And you know what? Just because you're in a project doesn't mean you're a good person, right? Some people are people, right? So get to know the individuals. But it is you can make some good friends getting involved in projects like that, for sure. And I consider you guys to be very good friends of mine.
Yeah, those CTOs, man, you'll find some real deal community members that are you can get aligned with, right? Everybody's kind of just pushing and contributing to a common goal, and I feel like it's a really good place to connect, man. You find you a good community like the Node Rocks or Spaghetti Punk, GPSC, Rue, Leo, all of them, man. There's no, like, you can't explain it. Michael explains it as together alone, but I think there's a little bit more than that, some really cool stuff comes out of the collaborations that, a decentralized ecosystem fosters.
Yeah, for sure. And that's like, that kind of goes back to the whole thing, like, get involved, start in spaces, get to know each other, join a Discord, and talk to the people.
Y'all want to see what a decentralized ecosystem does? Me and Dude are cooking. So I got my computer doing its thing now. So here, let me share my screen with you and show you this substance painter.
The Spark.
Dude, it's crazy how good it is. Got this thing, and I was just experimenting last night and just taking a look at what I could create in a 3D environment.
What software is that, bro?
This is called a substance painter. So we're gonna. It's an Adobe add-on. It's one of those. You download. Or what is it called? It's called pretty much download, and this is one of them. It's called Substance Painter. I've been experimenting with different textures, and this is the next step, right? Like as in my journey as an artist, I'm creating different characters. Imagine this character, and a Rue or a Leo or what other characters you can imagine, and then I'm in here just kind of customizing, making skins.
GP getting a little laggy. Dude, dangle the dongle, man. Dangle the dongle.
Dangle the dongle, bro. Yeah, it's
The
lagging.
dongle. Yeah, the dingle with the dongle, bro. The dongle wasn't dangling. So my connection got a little laggy there for a second. Yeah, dude. So much fun.
It's the old spot.
Figure I'd show you a little bit about, you know, what I've been working on. I've been really excited to get into Substance Painter and
This is awesome, by the way. This is sick. And I saw that video. I haven't had, you sent me that. GP's been making cool videos. He's been learning how to code. He's doing all of this stuff where he's actually making like vector graphics and stuff. GP is a beast right now. You guys don't even know. I'm sitting up here just kind of like, I put a show out. I'm a little ugly. You know, thank God I got these guys.
You guys are studs.
You know, yesterday, I think yesterday it was around 11 p.m. this side, and I was like, let me hop on Discord, and I saw, screen share. And then I saw GP in there with Crypto Dude. I was like, let me join and see what the guys are cooking and see that the guys, they are not sleeping. These guys are grinders. GP, please give me that OSPAC. I need it. I need it, bro.
There are plans underway. I cannot wait until the whole we have a list of key contributors and people that have already contributed to Cryptonauts and people that we think would make fucking excellent candidates to contribute to, dude. Like, your music is as fly as a bird. You know, we got to get got to figure out what the minimum hardware requirements are for everything, you know, and that's part of why, you know, I went ahead and upgraded. But I think that it's going to be cool. I think there's a lot that this could bring. We were talking with Ace and his son. Actually, his son came in to a screen share and was talking about Fortnite creator maps, right? So if you go into Fortnite, build within Epic Games, and people are making crazy money off of that, you know. So
real?
Yeah, dude. We were figuring maybe porting over some assets and then using that as a way to onboard gamers into the ecosystem, just doing some creation on Fortnite, which is really, really sick. I think that might be something to pursue, and it might bring more opportunities and more people into our ecosystem.
I've downloaded Unreal Engine on my machine. I think you can show me the ropes, and also I just downloaded also Fortnite last night. So I think what you're saying, bro, we can make something out of it. And 3H also is not lazy to learn, and I'm eager to learn also, bro.
Damn right, dude. This is a new medium for me. So once I learn all the ropes, I'm teaching. Like, I want to show other people how to fidget and experiment and how the workflow goes. So empower the community, lift up the rising tide will lift all the boats.
Right on. Orange, welcome. We haven't even had a chance to say hi to you. How are you today? I think it's almost time. I believe the Game Master is here. We're well into the segment. Let me actually play a quick word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back with Find to Earn rounds. Guys, share out the live stream. Stay tuned. We'll be back with game rounds momentarily. time. The Game Master is here in his true form. How are you today, sir?
GM.
Morals.
Morning, dude.
Hello.
Hello. Back from the underworld. For more rounds of Find to Earn, we have a round sponsored by Rucoin, Leocoin, Bitcoin, Pepe, Flat Earth, Droid, POS, and our jackpot round for today. What is the first game we're playing today, sir?
Okay. Let's play Leo game. Let me drop you the picture that we need to find. Okay, where are you? What's your avatar? Okay.
Yeah, I changed it up with that runeling. That runeling I got.
Okay, let's go. We need to find this picture.
All right, let's go. Oh, I like it. Let's see here. All right, so guys, we have rounds launching. The rounds are played on the Skullcoin BTC page. And you're going to go to on X. So it's a post on X. You're going to go over to Skullcoin BTC, but you're going to keep the live stream going because you hear the countdowns on the live stream. And the first round, you always get an advantage because you get a chance to look at this image first live before we launch it on the post on X. So here's your advantage for tuning in. Also, rule number 1 of Find to Earn, you must share the live stream. So like and share the live stream that you're watching right now in order to be eligible to win the game rounds. And then you're going to the Skullcoin page and you're waiting for the countdown. And you're going to refresh your screen and you're going to have a starting link. The link will lead you to a place in Google Maps. On Google Maps, you will be looking for this image in Street View. The cat and the flag won't be there, but the truck, the mountains, the trees, the grass, the street, that'll all be there. You're looking for this location. You see that share button at the top right-hand corner. You click that, you copy the link. If you're the first one to drop the correct location within 3 steps on the post on X, you will win the prize for that round. Are you ready, hunters? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Who's playing today? You playing today, GP, or you want me to?
Yeah. Let me pull it up. Turn this way. Da 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 da.
Da 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 da.
Alright, so here we go. We are headed to the Skullcoin BTC page. Alright.
I can actually just type skull on X, and the third thing it returns if I do just a search is still Skullcoin. Like, even if I commit the search.
Yeah, that's nice. I just checked. Yes, Skullcoin is the first. Unfortunately, the name, just as Skullcoin username, is forbidden by the X platform for 3 years. I tried to send them a message, but all suspended accounts from long time ago just buried in the graveyard. I don't know why. I don't know why they will not open the opportunity to get the usernames.
And also, you are the first on Google search if you check.
Nice.
Skullcoin skullcore.in is the first that comes on Google search if you search Skullcoin.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, we have very many answers. Elder statement, orange, no loafing. Okay, no loafing, find the wrong one. Elder statement.
Elder statement.
You got the
Find
win.
the wrong one. Orange.
Orange
Yeah,
got it.
three was the first. The 3 was the first. Okay, orange got the right one. The winner is I believe orange, but let me double check. Yeah, orange is the winner. Congrats.
Whoop whoop.
Congrats, Orange.
Orange.
You.
Is it orange or orange?
Yes, I like the roll there. I think is
African.
actually
African, we say orange. 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 Rr.
Don't even think you can pronounce it how I want you to pronounce it.
Orange. Orange. That's a sound like American. Orange. Orange.
It's orange.
Okay,
Okay.
actually we will have like some news, maybe big news coming like upcoming week, next week. And we just ask community to be active in Skullcoin Sigma chat and Discord. You will like it, just follow us, be active, and soon we will ask you for some activity we need in future. Okay, now we play whitelist games.
Let's
We
go.
launching first whitelist game in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hande. Hande.
Ooh.
Hey,
Ikizu. Hajime.
And we have
Vámonos.
one more whitelist game. Let me check if we can. If we launch this, we can launch it in the same time. Okay, let's go. I
Yeah,
will
I
count
think
down the game. We'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's
we
go.
are
Yes.
refreshing
Oh.
the Skullcoin BTC page, scrolling on down. Looks like we got a B Pepe taking a swing, taking a whack at this ball. I don't know where he's aiming it, but I hope he makes it in the hole. Let's go. We're going here.
The only Pepe coin you need to know about is Bitcoin Pepe on Stacks, the orange frog. What was the other one? We got, so we got Leo coin. What was the other? What was the other whitelist one?
Piece
We
of shit.
also have. What are we looking at?
POS.
POS coins. So we have
POS.
coin at the Kaibi market. Looks like some type of
Kiabi
shopping
Market. Kiabi Reserve.
and liking the game around.
You're always finding that POS at the mall, making it easier for you to transact on Stacks.
Post machine.
Okay, we have two winners. It's Cody.btc for the Pepe game and Salif.stx for POS game. Congrats, winners. There are a lot of players. The second was Rihana. Rihana, soon you will win. And the Pepe game, there are a lot of people who found. Thanks, Bloyan, Beyond the Sam, Unruly Fire, Mr. Phoenix. We see you, Hunters. And we continue.
Let's go.
Okay, we have like 3 games more, I believe. Let me check. We play the next game will be Flatter's game. You have to find the blue jeep somewhere.
So,
Yeah.
Zanny, you want people to go ahead? Let's do the countdown, and then I'll ask it.
What?
You got a countdown? Is that what, or did you already launch the game?
Yeah, we'll make countdown.
All right, next game in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's go.
So Zenny, you were mentioning earlier that there's some interesting things to come in the next week or so, and people should be getting into the Skullcoin Sigma chat to chat about some stuff, and also maybe
Yeah,
making their
just,
presence known in the Discord. Get in the Skullcoin Discord channel. because there's going to be some cool stuff coming down the line that they do not want to be late on.
Yeah, so we promised to our community that we will pay some rewards to them, like for their lifetime games. We have 1 year anniversary, and we have like some plan to for mass adoption. But I cannot say a lot because it's important to keep it in secret. But just be aware about our project, and you will know some new things soon. Just play the game. Just be on regular basis. Yeah.
Yeah, play the game, come in the chat, get involved, because there's more to come for Skullcoin and Fine to Earn, guys.
Also, I have, the winner is Elder Statement. The second was Orange. Congrats to winner.
Congratulations.
Ooh.
Look at that little truck. Those are big ass tires for that little truck.
I think it's
Yeah,
very
yesterday I have a call with Stack's lawyer. She helped us to make it like terms, conditions, make our on-chain game legal. So we work to make it real. It's important for the whole ecosystem for Stacks, and I believe for whole crypto, because now like when we'll be like absolutely like legal, it will be very cool.
No, that's awesome, man. I think that there's a lot. You know, the fact that you have to engage in that step tells us something. You know, that there's legitimacy behind that.
Yeah, because like when people talking about gaming in crypto, you think about like gambling, like Ponzi's, and we are working hard to build something like sustainable. And this is really a hard work we put every day, and now we are on our way to make it real. Okay, well, almost ready. We launch in next game. So let me double check. No, I think wrong. Let me check. Okay. So let's start. Are you ready? Who wants to count down?
I'll do a countdown.
4, 3,
Oh.
2, 1. Let's go.
Let's
Orange sniped the countdown from GP.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
See that?
Orange.
Fuck that guy. I'm going to do it.
I'm doing the countdown. Fuck that guy. Oh, shit. That dude can kiss my ass. I'm doing the countdown.
You can suck on these.
Oh, damn, dude.
Look on these
Jesus.
oranges, bro.
Owned. How'd I get owned like that, bro? Damn.
Oranges.
At a time like this, really? Really?
Dingling the donglong.
The dangle of the dongle. Damn.
Wait, he
Dangle
just said
dongle
I like that.
We once again have gone to the absolute least point of acceptability. Let's call it that.
Oh, I wouldn't say. I think it's way less acceptable. We could go way lower on acceptable.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I'm seeing this droid picture. A few hours ago, I went to a site like this. Ian Zimaba was buying these 3/4 stones. So yeah, it's funny that I'm seeing this image right now.
Oh yeah.
Welcome
Yeah, you
to
remember-
my world.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, now I'm scared of Zenny because he's, he knows where we are.
Yeah.
Decrypt reality. You know we are playing the games. No, man, no. Not just the game.
Oh, what's that, Jeep? Is that the location?
I think so, but I don't see the big old truck though. Can I go in here?
Okay, we have a winner. It's Fikri. Fikri, congrats. And get ready, everyone get back for the last jackpot game. We give you like 4 minutes time limit.
Jackpot coming.
Let's go.
Congrats, Factory.
Yeah, sure.
We are going to somewhere. Okay, who want to count down now?
Twitch.
I don't know. Am I allowed to count down?
I almost sniped it. Okay, you can go ahead, bro.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey.
Hello.
Vamos. Ah, Jimmy.
Ixu. Come on, Scan.
Come on, Scott.
Don't forget to like and repost the stream and the games.
Oh, look at this. Got a little bit of graffiti.
Ooh, yeah,
on
a little
there.
SBTC.
BTC,
Cap
baby.
raised. Is the cap raised? I keep checking and it's still not open the last time I checked.
I told you the reason why. He's still asleep yet.
Oh, you still sleep. You're right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
You-
see. This is our.
You wake up late.
Oh, I
You
think
wake
it's
up
open.
late. Oh, it's open.
Done?
Nice.
Oh, the cap's open? SBTZ. Let's go.
Can someone
Let's
send me
do-
some BTC so I can buy two?
Oh,
Probably
damn.
Back.
Let's
what?
do an
Wait,
SBTC
before we sign off, I'll do a screen share just to show people how easy it is to do.
The peg in.
Yeah, once we're done with once you guys either find or don't find this jackpot round, we'll show the peg in process. It's super easy.
Surprised Michael didn't, jump into the screen share as soon as you said peg in.
There's still time.
It was like, yeah, dude. Autism laser beams, right?
Yeah, talk about bringing it down to the lowest it can go.
So StackingDAO is live, right? It's live.
Right. We are live without a net every day, and we do this every day.
Yeah. That's
Who's
fun.
gonna carry the boats?
It's easy. Even a caveman can do it.
Yo, GPU, do you have two screens? Because I'm seeing the other screen is showing the Cryptonaut.
GP is leveled up.
Oh, my bro is leveled up. I'm happy my bro is leveled up.
Now he has
Oh,
two
yeah.
screens, so he's going to be able to do twice as much.
Exactly, right? I don't have to go from one battle station to the next. I can just,
GP.
I can hold everything in one place now. So it's
GP,
really
now
nice.
you need
So-
to download Steam.
Steam.
Yeah.
Most definitely. I think that doing some streaming for e-gaming would be really cool.
Yeah, we can do that. We can add each other and then we can play live. And also, Steam got some good softwares in there, dev softwares. They got games in software. You can check it out.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look through it. You have to walk me through and kind of show me what you're looking at. But most definitely, I'm excited, dude. Whenever I was cooking last night on these different skins, kind of getting oriented within Substance Painter is awesome, man. Like it felt great.
But you know, it's going to be hard. If I think about your PC, the first way that comes to your mind is the dongle.
The dongle, man, dude. I gotta make sure the dangle of the dongle is right on point. Soon as the last thing I was waiting on was my dongle.
It's the internet dongle.
Always the last thing we're waiting on, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
So it's for the internet, right?
Yeah, that's what the dongle does. Dingle, dangle, dongle.
Dingle bells.
Dingle bells.
You know, I'm going to look it up, but I'm pretty sure just what a dongle is just almost like a small extension cable for a specific type of connection from a computer to an external.
More like a USB.
Kind of, yeah. Like if you have a USB that you're connecting, like I guess technically my USB cable is a type of dongle to connect my external hard drive.
See, we learn something new every day.
Yeah.
A small device
About
able to be connected to and used with a computer, especially to allow access to wireless broadband or use of protected software, is a dongle.
The more
Or
you know, right?
A small piece of computer hardware that connects to a port on another device to provide it with additional functionality or allow pass-through. So, do we have a winner? We don't have a winner yet.
We still have no winner. 1 more minute and we move the price tomorrow.
Oh, we're gonna have a big jackpot tomorrow, I think. I don't have faith that you guys are gonna find this.
No. This
Yep.
one is we're looking around in what is this? This is Taiwan.
Nice.
Hey, Peace and GP, I think you should check that out after the space and watch that. Since you talk about dongles, I think you'll be scared after you watch this documentary. Maybe you've come across it.
Hear me about my dongle, dude.
You mean after we watched the dongle-mentary?
The dongle-mentary, dude. The dongle, I don't want to watch the dongle-mentary and get scarred.
The dongle-mentary, yeah.
The donglumentary.
Yeah.
It's a goof. We're a bunch of goofballs.
Okay,
yeah.
Big bunch of
we have no winner.
No winner, guys. That means bigger jackpot tomorrow. Let's go.
Big jackpot.
Yes, sir.
All right, let me get them locations for you, so tell you which direction you should have went in order to win the jackpot. Yeah, should have went like this. Oh wow, go that way instead. I went the complete opposite route. Wonderful. And if we jump in over here, somewhere.
Okay, well played, everyone.
Thank you, Zenny.
Thank you, legend.
Thank you, Zenny. We'll talk soon, man. Love what we're doing here. I love and appreciate all the work you put in on a daily basis to help us bring these game rounds to our audience. Super fun, great times, and looking forward to a lot more growth together with the organized and Skullcoin, Find to Earn, and our amazing partners in the space, man. Really appreciate you.
Okay, see you, everyone.
Take it easy, guys. Get into the Skullcoin Discord, and if you're not in the Sigma chat, get into it. Message us, make a comment that you want to be in there. You want to be a part of the crew, the regular players for Find to Earn, and there's more to come. So you definitely want to be in that. Hano, I didn't mean to cut you off. I know you started saying something. What you got, man?
Oh, I didn't say anything. I remember talking about the documentary that I sent.
Yeah. So I just looked at it. That's the one you posted in the private chat.
Yeah, that one. You can check it out, and you be cautious about everything from cables to dongles to whatever device that you use, because there are funny cables where it gets all the information from you. You can watch it.
Oh yeah, I know this guy, this ethical hacker. Yeah, I've seen him before.
Okay, because I will definitely check that out. But yeah, that's right. Be safe. Be careful about where you're ordering products from. Too, like sometimes the lowest price on Amazon, especially if it seems like an unbelievably low price relative to what everything else is on the market.
Yeah,
be a little bit cautious, because especially it might work fine, but it might be malicious.
Word.
Yeah, you gotta be careful about secondary, like resold stuff. Period.
Right. So even the USB, not just a cable though, right?
It's called an OMG cable. It comes for all devices, Samsung, Apple. What it does,
it looks like a charger, dude. It looks like a charger.
A cable. When you connect to charge, it's taking all your information and sending it to the guy who designed the OMG cable.
Little small chip in it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. So if you lose your charger, make sure you're getting the charger cable from the manufacturer to replace it.
Yeah, kind of, because now we're not safe, because some of the cables, they come from these guys. So what they do is we don't know which information they're getting. Yeah, like you see some ads that pops up that you were thinking about it or you were talking about it, and they advertise something that you just talked. So our devices are kind of bugged in a way.
That's
scary.
Yeah, it is. And honestly, you don't even know. Like we could all be infested with something that's eventually going to rug us all. You never know. You never know. That's why you want to just plan accordingly. Make sure you have contingency plans. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Use multiple devices, multiple wallets, multiple options, and have fallback plans. Real quick, actually, let me show everybody, because it is open, and I'm gonna process this just to show everybody. So let's see here.
That's from sBTC. Don't forget to go to bitcoinsmore.org and put it into the program so that you're earning some rewards.
That's right. So I'm going to stacks.co/sbtc, and I'm clicking get sBTC, and I'm just going to do the minimum to see how it goes. But I noticed that's how I actually knew it was on, because the only thing that's changed on this page is that the minimum is 0.001. That tells me that, so I'm assuming it's open because that's been changed. So, and it's not telling me that it's capped. So I'm clicking review. I'm going to deposit.
So I want to explain this to my grandma. It came from 5,000, and what happened for it to be capless? Did they mint more, or what happened?
So it doesn't mint. The way I understand how it works, and that was it. I just processed the transaction, and that was it. So it's been done. I'm just waiting for the transaction to go through. Do I have a history here? So this is my deposit from previous. This is my deposit on this account from a month ago. So I did engage in 0.01 when it first. Actually, I think this was the cap raise.
I'm not seeing anything, Peace. Just for your information.
Oh, you don't. Oh, okay. Sorry, here this is my history. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay. You could see the other page was just my transaction where I had gone through. How is it raised? So the cap is raised. So the way the BTC peg-in mechanism works is that you process a transaction, that Bitcoin goes into basically a vault that's overseen by the signer mechanism. There's a series of signers that allow the transactions in and out from BTC to sBTC, or regulate them to make sure that everything's on the up and up. That goes into a vault, and SBTC is minted in the exact amount. So if you put 01 BTC, that 001 BTC goes into the vault and the 001 SBTC is minted. And if I want to peg out, then my 0.001 SBTC gets burned and the BTC that represented it gets released to whatever wallet on the Bitcoin network, layer 1. So you're going from Bitcoin layer 1 into a vault held against the minted SBTC that exists, and then the SBTC will be burned to transfer out. So it's a one-to-one pegged in. Your Bitcoin is locked. Well, your Bitcoin becomes SBTC, and the only way you can get it back out is by converting it back to Bitcoin through the bridge. Or you could sell it. You can actually sell it on chain for other things. You can trade it. You will probably be able to wormhole bridge your SBTC to other chains soon. I'm not sure exactly. I haven't actually played around with that, but you definitely have functionality now for SBTC. Let me actually. What was that? What was that website for activating it? GP.
Stacks.org, right?
No, like the earn part. Well, actually, I think I can find it here. Actually, anyway, I can just go /SBTC, stacks.co/SBTC. I think I can just click earn. Bitcoinismore.org is the website. That's this page right here. They've actually rewarded 4.35 BTC so far. I'm going to click earn rewards. Do I have to claim these? I might have rewards to claim.
No, I don't think so. I know for Zest you need to claim it.
No, okay.
But for America, I get it straight to my wallet, the rewards. So I believe it's straight to my wallet.
Let's see. So, but I have to like engage with this to earn, or the rewards are automatic now? Or do you actually have to enroll? I don't think you have to enroll.
No, you don't have to enroll. You are enrolled.
It's automatically enrolled now.
So your wallet status is enrolled.
That's cool. So you don't even have to go do that anymore. You can just go check on how it's going. You can check your stats and stuff like that. So SBTC cap is now lifted. There is no SBTC cap.
What does that mean for
no cap?
No cap means, so there was a cap where you could only bridge in a certain amount. I think the last cap raised it to 5,000 BTC. Is that correct? I don't remember.
But what is the advantage of not having a cap versus having a cap? I'm still confused with that.
So the reason there was a cap was because there's a couple of factors. Number one, they want to make sure that there's enough, that there's less liability if there's any bugs found. So there's not that much Bitcoin in the ecosystem.
Sure.
There is some kind of rules on the Stacks network that only a certain amount of I'm not getting the right word in my head, but you can only have a certain amount of liquidity added from other tokens against the total value of stacks in the network has to be a certain percentage of the total value locked in the network. So they wanted to make sure they could preserve that ratio without with control. So it was just basically to allow them to kind of tune the system, make sure everything's functioning properly, allow for partners to be able to get in and participate early in the network. And then now opening the cap means anyone that wants to get in can get in.
Yeah, I'm a little bit sketched out based on the fact that we have so many sBTC, BBTC, STX, BTC, so many pairs and so many coins that have the same thing.
Yeah, there's a lot. Well, they're not all the same thing. Like STX BTC is a different product than STX.
Yeah, of course, but explain that to someone who we want to onboard. They don't understand that.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't onboard people into that specifically. So onboarding people to Stacks, my personal message is Stacks is the programmable layer, adding functionality to Bitcoin, focusing on building out a robust Bitcoin-centric DeFi ecosystem, and then also developing other processes that will add functionality to using Bitcoin in peer-to-peer on-chain economy moving forward, like with protocols like Zero Authority DAO and BoostX and BNS and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Just being the advocate of the devil, why would we need STX if we have now a no limit sBTC?
STX serves a different function in the ecosystem. So STX is integral. It's for gas, but it is also fundamental to the proof of transfer mechanism. So, do you guys know how the proof of transfer mechanism works?
Sure.
I'll run over it for our viewers real quick. So, the way Stacks fundamentally works and how it's tied to Bitcoin, there's a miner mechanism where holders of Bitcoin bid an amount of Bitcoin for the right to mint the Stacks block on the Bitcoin blockchain. So that all the Stacks transactions are put into a block that gets minted to the Bitcoin blockchain. They're in a hash so that everything that happens on the Stacks blockchain is forever immutable, recorded on the Bitcoin layer 1 blockchain. So it leverages the security of Bitcoin this way. The proof of transfer mechanism is also what allows for staking Stacks. So if you have Stacks, you stack with a miner. There a stack with a Stacks validator, a signer validator, or a stacking pool. You earn rewards from the Bitcoin that's put up and bid for the right to mine the blocks. The miners are incentivized by the Bitcoin emission, the Stacks emission. So the whole purpose for miners to actually put up the Bitcoin to mine the Stacks blocks is because they get a reward in STX. So if there's no value in STX, then there's no reason for miners to be incentivized to mine. And so the proof of transfer mechanism doesn't work.
Okay, yeah. I understand to some degree.
So you have to hold Bitcoin. You have to hold Stacks. And also dual staking. Are you familiar with that? What's being proposed for dual staking?
No.
So you'll be able to get a boost on your staking if you stake with sBTC and Stacks in a specific ratio. So you can act, but you have to have a certain amount of Stacks up against your sBTC, and the broader ratio you have as Stacks to sBTC, the more added rewards you get for staking. So STX's value is in staking and earning yield on your STX in Bitcoin, which you can earn in both sBTC and or BTC via different mechanisms in the ecosystem, and in being the main gas fee on the protocol as well.
Okay. Yeah, it's not that I don't understand, but it seems awfully complicated because you're relying on both STX and BTC at the same time. While if you have just Ethereum, for example, it's just Ethereum.
Right, but Ethereum's doesn't have finality on Bitcoin. Ethereum is
no, exactly. But just taking the finality out of the question, if that's the only thing, why would I just want to hold my BTC in the Stacks ecosystem without? It's not per se that I don't want BTC on Stacks, but it makes the STX token less desirable.
Well, you don't have to have STX to put your Bitcoin. You only have to have a minimum amount of STX if all you want to do is put your Bitcoin into Stacks to leverage the the DeFi functionality that's being built here, which is different than what you can get in other ecosystems right now, significantly. Like specifically lending and borrowing is a huge value add that you don't quite get in other places the same way, especially with the speed and functionality of sBTC. But at the end of the day, it's really up to you what you want to do. Like if you're like, why do I want to hold Solana? Am I holding Solana because it's functional for things I want to use? Or am I just speculating on price? And that's another, it depends on what your goal is for holding any asset. But there is value built into the Stacks network for the Stacks token. It's absolutely very valid. But the bigger value in the Stacks ecosystem is that it is tied to Bitcoin. The purpose of the Stacks blockchain is to provide functionality and more ways to use Bitcoin. And that's what Stacks is doing.
Yes, yeah, but it also comes back to why would we need STX? Not Stacks, but STX as a token, because you have Bitcoin.
You can't. The whole way the ecosystem is tied to Bitcoin is through the proof of transfer mechanism. You can't have a proof of transfer mechanism without a token to transfer.
Sure. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
It's got to be something, and it's got to be something other than Bitcoin, because why would I be bidding Bitcoin to earn Bitcoin reward? Unless it's
all right to have more Bitcoin.
Well, but then it's just a different, at that point, I guess you could go create a blockchain that just leverages sBTC for the same purpose as what Stacks is doing. But there's no necessary advantage of having it just be Bitcoin versus Stacks, because at the time there was no such thing. So they had to build a network that you could build programmability on. And Stacks can also do things beyond Bitcoin. It's not reliant on, it doesn't have to just be on the Bitcoin network.
No, of course. I'm just trying to be a little bit of pain in the ass. Just trying to figure out.
You're succeeding a little bit. No, but I honestly, I love the questions. I love the questions because it's hard to explain these things in an echo chamber.
Yeah, exactly.
People are all agreeing, and I don't think that you're coming from a place of bad intent. These are valid questions. You're right. It doesn't have to be Stacks that does this, but Stacks is doing this. The network that exists now is on Stacks. It's built on Stacks. It's built with Stacks, and the Stacks token absolutely has value in that process as it's designed and as on the roadmap right now. There's absolutely 100%, in my opinion, 100% value function for the Stacks token to exist.
I'm agreeing. Yeah, I don't not agree. So yeah, I agree.
Cool. I appreciate that, man. And what you got? Anything else cool happening today, Orange?
No, just some calls, doing some research, finding people to talk to, just doing my thing.
That sounds. You know what? You should definitely join us for the Blue Sky Track space at noon.
I'm not able to make that. I have another call.
That's unfortunate. You're not submitting an application for a D grant today?
Only the GIP one. GIP, give me money.
You need to make a proposal to get some funding so you can maintain your fine to earn leaderboard.
Yeah, exactly.
Top spot.
No, but I don't have anything to add value-wise to the Stacks ecosystem if we are talking about coding or creating a product or creating something of value. I'm just here to shitpost.
I disagree. I think you actually could absolutely add value to other prospective applicants and your perspective on what they're proposing, to be completely honest. GP is back. I wonder what happened. Or is this a ghost? There he is.
The whole spark ran out for a bit.
Are you there, GP? I think he's still.
GP, are you with us?
Network did get that call. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, now we can hear you. You were stuck
Okay,
for some seconds.
Yeah, the dongle was not dangling. Had to fix the dongle.
I have the same issue sometimes.
I mean, it happens, bro. It does, dude. You know, it's like sometimes you're just out of our control. Can't help it.
You give it the blue pill.
You can only do. That'll definitely make the dongle not dangle.
So
I
we got
dangle.
the Stacks Bitcoin DeFi webinar going down right now, and then right after that we got the weekly screen share. We're gonna be jumping into the StackingDAO Discord and chilling out. Probably gonna play some games, look for some alpha.
Right on, right on. And then you're gonna join us for the Blue Sky track space at noon.
Yeah.
And Hannah, you'll be there as well.
Yeah, definitely I'm gonna be there. So yeah, I'm getting my stuff charged. So yeah, we're gonna be in the spaces.
All right.
Definitely.
So I'll check out that screen share at 11 and see what you guys are up to. And then we will be in the spaces at noon for the Blue Sky. And then is Art on Stacks today later at 3, or is that kind of on pause?
Yeah, we've got at 3. We'll get together for a little bit and talk a little bit about art. I want to talk about working on 3D models and textures and stuff like that, and what I'm learning. So
we're gonna do that up on this Art on Stack space.
So, yeah.
Right on. Hannah, are you working on a proposal to get some funding for the AI Guild?
Yeah, me and Hero, and Bolio and Nos, we are currently working on the submission. So yeah, right now we are kind of in the talking phases where we are putting everything together, the budgets, so that we can throw our submissions.
Yes, Hero. I will actually post the links all in one thread. I got one yesterday. I got one out yesterday, but we didn't have Hattie's space link yet, so it didn't have all of them. But as of right now, my understanding is that the time for the spaces this week are noon today, 10 a.m. tomorrow, 11 a.m. on Thursday, and then 2 p.m. on Friday, all times Eastern. Yeah, and we'll get those set up for next week too, and get those shared out. It's a different. You can't use the same space link from week to week. Unfortunately, that would be actually awesome if we could actually do something like that with recurring spaces and recurring space links. But that is not part of the fundamental way it goes. But we will be having spaces today, every day, Monday through Friday. It's Mondays at 11, Tuesdays at noon, Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Thursdays at 11 a.m. and Fridays at 2 p.m. all times Eastern. 4 tracks plus the all teams track. So there's lots of opportunity for people to get out there. And I'll make a post with all of the current the links to all of the spaces so that we have that available too. That's a good idea. Thank you guys for tuning in. Great episode of Find to Earn today. Lots of winners. The Jedi in the house. Don't sleep on the AI Jedi. And guys, come out, join the screen share, get out and join. Oh man, we got the NFT Jedi in the house now too. Crazy. We got the Find to Earn Jedi in the house, the Media Jedi, I've been told, in the house. Let's go. Another fine episode. I am PeaceLoveMusic. We are Deorganized Media, coming at you live on Bitcoin Live Decentralized Broadcasting every Monday through Friday. Bring you all the news, the information, what's going on in Bitcoin, stacks, crypto, general macro economic situations, and more, plus hopefully some fun times. You all have an amazing, blessed rest of your day. Oh my God, Munib versus Vitalik.
Dun, dun, dun,
Hold on. Who's making that? Tell me that we're making that. That's like a 30.
Oh, dude.
I am going
Let's
to
go.
make that one. Trust me. Just wait. Let me
Guys,
wait
better
you on
following
that one.
300. Follow the Stacks AI Guild. Follow the Organized. Follow Orange. Follow everyone here is following GP already. You have to be. Give us a follow. Get to know what's going on. Join your friends and stay tuned. And don't take anything too seriously. You'll never get out alive. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you for joining us today.
Fuck you.
Wait, orange.
Orange having a bad day today. I love you, man. I hope you feel better.
I hope your dangle dongle's a little better.
Yeah, I'm going to get a blue pill.
I hope you don't over dongle the dangle.
Dangle the dangle.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace out.